Most people chase attention. They try to stay visible, always available, always noticed. But powerful people play a different game. They don't chase attention. They occupy people's minds. Because attention is temporary. But when someone keeps thinking about you after you leave, replaying your words, feeling your absence, that's influence. And today, I'm showing you 7 psychological principles that make people remember you long after you're gone. 1. Own their mind, not their time. 0-30-130. Most people think influence comes from constant presence. It doesn't. Too much availability makes you familiar. And what feels ordinary gets overlooked. Real influence comes from leaving an impression that lingers. Say less, but make it meaningful. Don't stretch every conversation. Leave while the energy is still high, because unfinished moments stay alive in the mind. People rarely obsess over what feels complete. They return to what feels unresolved. Create depth, then create space. That's how presence turns into impact. 2. Stay difficult to read. 130-220. People naturally try to label others. Predictable, serious, funny, easygoing. And once they think they've figured you out, curiosity disappears. But mystery holds attention. Show layers. Be calm when others expect emotion. Be silent when others overreact. Be warm, but not always transparent. The goal isn't to act mysterious, it's to avoid becoming predictable. Because the harder you are to fully define, the more people keep trying, and that keeps you in their thoughts. 3. Use mystery through uncertainty. 2-20-3-115. The mind is drawn to unfinished questions. Certainty relaxes attention. Uncertainty activates it. When people can fully predict you, they stop thinking about you. But when there's space left unexplained, curiosity grows. Be consistent in character, but unpredictable in access. Sometimes available, sometimes distant. Interested, but never overexposed. Confusion, mystery. And mystery keeps the mind engaged. 4. Make your presence elevate people. 3-15 sad. 4-10. People remember those who make them feel stronger, sharper, more focused, more inspired. Don't just be pleasant to be around. Be someone whose presence improves the room. Bring clarity, carry standards, challenge people to think deeper. When others associate you with growth, your presence gains psychological value, and people return to what makes them feel expanded. That's powerful. 5. Use emotional contrast. The brain remembers contrast, not repetition. Constant warmth fades. Constant intensity becomes noise. But contrast creates impact. If you're usually calm, a sudden bold remark stands out. If you're usually serious, rare humor hits harder. Variation keeps people attentive. It creates emotional spikes, and emotional spikes become memory. Flat personalities are easy to forget. Layered personalities stay with people. 6. Leave before the energy drops. Most people stay too long. They hold on until a great moment turns ordinary. But the most memorable people leave before the peak fades. End conversations while interest is rising, not after it's exhausted. Because interrupted momentum creates mental replay. People remember what felt cut short. They anticipate what comes next. And anticipation deepens attachment. Short interaction, strong energy, clean exit. That creates presence people miss. 7. Never appear dependent. Nothing weakens influence faster than neediness. The moment someone feels you need their attention, your value drops. Power comes from emotional independence. Be warm, but self-contained. Interested, but not chasing. Connected, but not dependent. When your life feels full without needing validation, people feel your strength. And strength attracts attention naturally. The most powerful signal you can give is, I value connection, but I do not depend on it. That creates respect, and respect creates magnetism. Here's the formula. Scarcity creates value. Mystery creates thought. Contrast creates memory. Independence creates pursuit. Master these, And you stop chasing attention. You become unforgettable, not because you demand focus, but because your presence lingers. And that is real influence, to become mentally unavoidable. If this resonated, like the video and subscribe for more psychology and influence content. Comment below, I am impossible to ignore. And remember, real power isn't being constantly seen. It's being remembered when you're gone.